In this lecture, we will set up simple slider using swiper.js and explore its basic functionality. First, make sure you have the HTML structure set up in your index.html file that we have created earlier. We will create a container for slider and add some slides. So for that, between the swiper container, add a div dot swiper dash wrapper. So that will create a class on that div. Then we will have some slides. So I just created 10 slides. So in this example, we have a div with a class swiper container as the main container for our slider. Inside it, we have another div with the class swiper-wrapper, which will hold your individual slides. Each slide is represented by a div with the class swiper slide. Next, add some basic styles to our styles.css file to make slider visually appealing. For that, let me create a file styles.css and let's add it. After it, link href and path of the style sheet file and relation should be style sheet. Okay, so now let's go to that file and we will start adding the style swiper dash container, and width would be 100% and height would be 300 pixels. Save it. Then we will create another class selector swiper dash slide, and here I will add text dash align center, and font size should be 18 pixels. Background should be F1, and then display should be flex, and justify content should be center. And after that, we need display, we need align items center. Save it. So these styles set a fixed width and height for the slider container and center the content within each slide. Now let's make sure that our swiper.js file swiper.js is initialized that we did earlier, and within that I will move it in an event document.add event listener DOM content loaded function. Okay, now so whenever the DOM content has been loaded, we will create the instance of the swiper container, and here I will pass some options like loop true, pagination el that represents the element, and here we will specify the selector of the element where we want to load the pagination. So for that, and next we will add the navigation. Next, el mean element and previous element should be this. So you can use any class name, but later on we will add the elements in this HTML body, and these class names should match them. So in this code, we wait for the DOM content to be loaded using the DOM content loaded event listener. Then we create a new instance of swiper by passing the selector for our slider container swiper dash container as the first argument. We also configure some basic options for the slider. Loop true, that enables infinite loop mode, allowing the slider to loop back to the beginning when it reaches to the end. Then we have the pagination that adds pagination bullets to the slider. We specify the selector for the pagination container with the dot swiper dash pagination. Then we have the navigation section that adds navigation arrows to the slider. We specify the selectors for the next and previous buttons by using these two classes. And finally, make sure to include the necessary navigation elements in your HTML file. We already have added the slides, but we did not add the elements for the pagination and navigation. So I have added all three elements that were required. Now let's quickly test it in the browser. So here you can see that it has been loaded. It is working, but it does not look great. Right now I can see a scroll here and things like that. So the problem is that we have used this class name, but by default it uses a different class swiper. Okay, so make sure to always add the swiper class so that it could take the default styling from this swiper bundle.min.css. Otherwise it will not behave correctly. Now you can see that it is working very well. All of the alignment issues have been fixed. Navigation is working fine. There is no scroll. All of the buttons are also showing the current active slide. Okay, and loop is also working. When it reaches to the end, it go back to the first slide. That's great. That's it. You now have a basic swiper.js example up and running. So feel free to customize the content and styles of the slides to suit your needs. You can add images, text, or any other HTML elements within the swiper-slide divs. In the next lecture, we will explore more advanced features of swiper.js and learn how to customize the slider further. If you have any questions or want to share your progress, don't hesitate to leave a comment below.